Hello, I'm Alex from Instant Theatre Berlin, and today we're going to talk about how to play a character different from yourself. Of course, there are many techniques to approach playing a character, and part of the process depends on what is your final purpose for that character. If, for example, you're playing in a full-length play, you'll have to make sure you have a deep understanding of all sides of the character. While if you're playing in a short film or a sketch, a more superficial portrayal will be enough. If you're planning an undercover mission on a fake identity, well, you will need a lot of preparation. In this video, I want to have a quick look at the overall process, and to make things easier, I divided it into 5 steps that are common to what we call character building. So, the art of discovering or creating a character for the stage. So, here we go. Step number 1. Look at the character. Before starting to do anything, it will be worthwhile to analyze the character as best as you can. This includes reading the script, not only your part or your scenes, but the whole script. After you've done that and you have a general idea of the position of your character in the story, it will be time to look at your character from your personal perspective. What are the similarities and the main differences between you and this character? Where can you start in order to put your face on the character? Where can you connect your identity with the identity of the character? And that leads to step number 2. Step number 2, start somewhere. Once you had a look at your character, it will be time to begin. You should start building your character from the feature that strikes you the most. At the beginning, you should start from the movement, the way the character moves, or you could focus on his voice and the way he speaks. You could start from a body posture or a gesture he often makes. Again, the context for which you're creating the character will influence the process. For example, in theater, you usually start from the bigger picture, so from the movement, and then you move to the subtleties and the details of the personality. So first comes the movement and the physical presence, and then you get into voice, face expression, and personality details. In film, the process can be different because the main focus is on the face expression and the voice tone, so the movement is usually secondary. If you're an acting student, you might already know different approaches. All techniques focus on different aspects, but the most important thing remains the same. The actor must find his way to play a different character consistently. Step number 3, become the character. This is a central section of the process. You need to make the switch and become your character effectively, so that every time you have to play the character, you'll be able to jump into the role and start playing as a different person right away. Through exercises and rehearsal with the rest of the group, you'll build the self-confidence you need in order to play the character in that particular context. You need to become acquainted with the fact that you are the character in that particular play or movie, that the character has your face and your features. This is particularly important for roles that can feel a little intimidating, because many famous actors played the same role, or because you feel that for some reason you're not good enough. So make use of all the techniques you know and make the most out of the rehearsal process. The more comfortable you feel playing the role, the more creative you'll become, and the better your acting will be. Step number 4, improvise. When playing a character, it is very important to get to know the character from all sides, to get to know how the character behaves in every situation. For this reason, learning your lines and memorizing your part is not enough. In order to play a believable character, you'll need to spend time with it, improvising in different situations. Many acting exercises are designed to give you the opportunity to improvise with your character aside from the circumstances of the play. For example, creating a situation from scratch and having you and your partners improvise and react to the situation as characters. In my experience though, what is really valuable for you is to explore your character improvising with it when you're away from rehearsals. Get in character sometimes when you're at home, or when you're having a coffee or going for a walk. The more real-life situation your character is exposed to, the more believable it will be and the more similar to a real person it will become. Step number 5, wait for a twist. Sometimes, even when you have done a lot of preparation, you feel your performance is approaching and your character for some reason is still not ready. Your character is still not fully developed, it's incomplete and you can still not play it at its full potential. This is very common, and I can talk about it because it happened to me personally a lot of times. That's when you'll have to trust yourself. You have done all the preparation and now you need to wait. So sit back, keep focusing on your character and wait. You see, playing a character is for most part a subconscious process. It's going on behind your rationality, in the background. For this reason, shortly before your performance or your filming, a last-minute revelation or twist will often occur. I call it the last-minute switch. When few days before the performance, suddenly all the pieces of my preparation come together and I'm finally able to play the character at its full potential. This might be a difficult concept for you to grasp, but it's actually some sort of secret tip. Acting is a subconscious process and it draws from different parts of our personalities and our brains. So keep that in mind when you're working on your character. Thank you very much for watching. I know this is just a quick summary on a very complex topic. Character building is one of the most fascinating aspects of acting, so if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments and I will try to answer them in the comments or in a future video. Please subscribe to my channel and keep following me. I hope this information was useful. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. He was not recording. Oh my god. I'm a bit fixed, like blah 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 blah, like Robocop. So I would like to be more this. Are you looking at the character?